If you lose in the third round, that's the quarterfinals or the semifinals, the grand finals, then you're just out of the tournament. So whoever loses this one, they're fully out. They don't get to go on the King of the Losers. The only remaining option for them is the 2v2v2v2, which also is still coming, I promise. We have gathered some schedule info for that, and I think I'm going to be able to actually set some dates, like this weekend. We'll see. It's looking good, actually, too. We've got a lot of people lining up with their Fridays. Those 2v2v2v2s are going to be played live on Fridays as well on the regular stream. Past bedtime, TomBombadil. This is the final game. But you got to do what you got to do. It is going late. You're right, especially for those Canadian time zones. Oh, he's staying. Okay, that's what you like to see. So the Berbers, let's see what he decides to do with these. Like I said, strong Cav Night Rush, similar to previous Civ. They also have flexible trash units and gold, all mounted. The Spearmen and the Archers are a little weaker. And their unique unit is going to be that mounted skirmisher, I believe. We've got a poll suggestion. Okay. Here, I'll do you one better, alright? Who's gonna win just in this match? Now the players obviously know, so they'll have an advantage here. But it is what it is. You know, that's all right. 5 minutes, start prediction. There you go. Spend your channel points, chat. If you're there, wake up. Wake up. Here we go. We've got some action. Scout down for red. Villagers garrisoned. Boar incoming. Okay, that's pretty slick actually. Kill the scout and while taking the boar. Looks like we forgot to change our gather point, but that's okay. There's a lot going on. And we have a boar for red. Villagers 15, 17. Humans with the advantage there. We've got some voters. We've got some players, some gamers in the chat. Spend those channel points. I know you got them. We've been streaming for hours. Here's that mill, like we've seen in the past. And now, oh, he tried. I saw that. Garrison. But not quite gonna fall for it, this blue guy. We've got the berries. We have a farm very early on, actually. And a dock. Okay, we're hearing sounds, and it's for this dock. Fishing ships coming out. Now this, we didn't really get to see come out on the last game with Taygo, who's really had a lot of repeat experiences here with the maps and the Civ matchups on 4 lakes. We didn't get to see those fishing ships really make their impact, but I think they're going to be pretty useful this game, especially with the food-hungry strats that TomBombadil seems to be a fan of. The Night Rush, or the unique unit Night Adjacent Rush. Now, Cumans, let's remind ourselves, back a couple games ago, maybe an hour or so, not too long ago, Taygo favors the, I like to say, late feudal age archer siege push. Kind of more of a castle with, you know, the main meat of the thing starting a little bit. Okay, hang on. We'll just gloss over that. With the main, activities beginning late feudal. Going for a palisade wall. He knows this player on the other side not to be trifled with. Actually going for some nice choke point walls here. Okay, this betting is working out. You still got half the time. You still got 2 minutes. You know, as we reach feudal age, we're 10 minutes in the in-game timer, but we're still betting on who's going to win the game. Taygo a little bit faster again with that, but that just indicates not necessarily a better play, but different strategies. 28 to 23 on the villager count, though. What happened there? Oh, I got duped. It's the fishing ships, of course. One really important reason that you would add a dock in Age 2 or Age 4 is that it just doubles up your economy unit production. So it's like having an extra TC, but you can build it anytime and it only costs wood. The only issue then, you're going to have to rebalance your eco with, like we see TomBombadil here, a whole 8 on wood in order to produce fishing ships. Okay, Sensei. Sure. You know, I know a lot about the game. I never play it. I'm too scared. I don't play Age 4 either, even though I like to think I am an Age 4 gamer. Never play it. Don't play ranked. Too afraid. We'll get to it. Maybe we'll play it on stream. But right now, both players aging up within 10 seconds of each other. And the prediction is even 240 to 240. High stakes right now. This could go either way. The building wall's coming in. This is actually a really nice gold mine for the walling purposes, not necessarily for the mining. Just going to provide a lot of defense there. Maybe there's a hole, but okay. And there is also a hole right here. So if this was supposed to be a building wall, it is not going to be completed. Oh no, never mind. He's one step ahead of me. There's a palisade behind this building. I just can't see it. So good defenses on an open map from both players. And we have archers going forward and a villager for Taygo. Okay, submission's closed. It's 50-50 with 2 on each side. Incredible. J.R.R. Tolkien or G.R.R. Martin. Okay. Alright. It's a very contained base right now with the buildings circling all the way around, but he's got everything he needs in here. We got gold, we got wood for days, we got food, farms, plenty. The stone at the back, not the most vulnerable thing. And we have the forward archers. Blue senses that this is going to happen, or maybe he scouted it and I simply don't know, because I was too busy looking at something else. Chat. Yeah, he sees archers now moving across. And okay, so now these palisade walls are going to be able to block this out for now. Might need to worry about these villagers though, they could get pushed. Cancels a building there. Wasn't fast enough to see what that was, but just goes for the house instead. And here are the siege workshops in the feudal age. Actually, something that I didn't consider. Correct me if I'm wrong, Taygo, but the Cumans are one of the, maybe the only civ, I think it might be a civ bonus, that can build siege workshops. Yeah, I'm actually right. I don't even need correcting. I know this for sure. Humans, civ bonus, build siege workshops and rams in feudal age. That's the situation here, and I'm surprised and disappointed that we didn't catch on to this earlier. This has been the whole foundation of the strategy early on, like from the beginning with Taygo in this tournament. The early battering rams in feudal catch the enemy off guard. TomBombadil, we'll see if he's fast enough to deal with this. He knows these archers are coming. I don't know if he's realized the Cuman's bonus. He probably has. We know this guy is pretty knowledgeable about the game. Sees these archers, gonna pull, get every last gold piece out of there. And TC as well. Okay. We got a couple of knights out, but we're going to need a few more before we can really make a difference. However, never mind, the town center was able to bait these guys in, and now there's only 2 of them left, going to get picked off by the knights. So that's the early Cumin archer push kind of blunted. We got the ram now coming forward, and a barracks for presumably pikemen. And I think Red is building this gate to deny a wall, or a potential wall, a re-wall. Big brains. But these knights are going to be really effective, going to kill that Vil and the ram. 3 knights now. And I think Blue is fast enough now. He wasn't caught off guard like he was on Arena. Just to get it out enough knights to stop the build-up. Because knights trade off really well versus archers in small numbers, but if you get a big archer ball, it's like over. I wanted to build it as part of yours. Yeah, I mean, it's really a strategy where you can just build a wall through the enemy's wall. And then I guess you'd have to in H2 delete it later. In H4, the wall connecting thing is like really bad and buggy and annoying to place. So you can just wall through an enemy's wall and it'll just cancel it and you can still walk through next to it. Or you won't be able to like re-wall that. But we're still here in H2, not for too much longer, but as it stands, unguarded siege workshops and this barracks has never been built, I think, because he pulled the Vil forward. Unfortunate. A little bit too too aggressive on that villager choice. And again, like there's the second villager. Okay. I'd like to see with this kind of all-in feudal ram push, just like a more commitment to the villager pulls forward. Just like maybe 2 or 3 more right at the start. But here we go. Now this is enough knights to 1v1 the spears and still trade fairly well because the spears aren't going to be able to get off enough attacks. Yeah, Taygo, you need tips from me of all people. But I think that's a good observation, at least from an observer perspective. Oh no, the hill bonus. These archers are just going down in microseconds. And okay, rams are still coming out, but rams alone are not an army. And okay, we have 7 fishing ships here. I mean, you could probably go with a few more, but too many fishing ships on one of these small ponds, and you're gonna either need to build fishing traps. Okay, now we have, or they'll run out. Now we have spearmen being garrisoned inside of this barracks, and that's the right move here because once you get equal numbers of spears, I think in H2 or more, they are cheaper than knights, so they'll be efficient. You'll be able to take that fight, but until then, you don't want to trickle. Okay, they're just passing. It's fine. There is a way through here, and blue is going to go for the raid. Into the TC, though, this whole area basically is covered by the TC. Really well-designed base. But he's been scouting. We've got a snitch. This guy knew all about it already. He knew the gold was right out there. Gonna get a few pickoffs at least. Eco, we've got 35 to 39, so pretty even. We've moved 1 spear into this battering ram, and I think he's going to try to go for the as fast as possible TC down. We'll see if the villagers are able to block it. Since there's no military here other than 2 spears, the rams will go down pretty quickly, but the villager attack mechanisms are not great. And blue is also trying to micro this, which is arguably even more important than not losing your town center right now. Still keeps the scout cav. It's on stand ground, so it's not going to attack anything. Or it's on like passive stance. Town center goes down, but there's no follow-up because we kind of have a base tradey situation here. This guy with the... What is villager got, like an axe or something? What is that? What does he think he has? Is it like a rapier? Okay. Alright, buddy. I think the scout cav still gonna win that. Town center being rebuilt and rams destroyed. and second TC coming up now as well. So that threw a little bit of a wrench in the works on the second TC build, or on the 3, I guess. He's optimized this for 3 TCs. We're gonna only come up with 2 right now. Okay. Oh, I like this Cumin watchtower. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Big circle. I'm a fan. Okay, now these fishing ships are moving to the shore fish because these are so far out that they're not going to be able to path to them by themselves. But yeah, so the fishing eco in Age definitely gives you a big boost in the early game, but it does peter out later on. And we have these knights just cleaning up the archer trickle still. Now I think Taygo has got to figure out what to do now. Like, what do I switch to? But looks like he lost so many vills there. All idle again in the TC garrisoned. And he decided to call it there. And we have a little bit of an upset. This is Cumins. We have a little bit of an upset, ladies and gentlemen. Seed 2 goes down to Seed 7. And there it is. Good game. Probably, well, not even probably, definitely the cleanest Age that we've had. Oops, almost. Almost gave. No. Oh, there we go. Oof, that was close. The cleanest Age games that we've had this year. Very impressive stuff. You see the military and then just getting counted out by the knights. I think the choices of the strategies with Taygo really wanting that archer rush and TomBombadil with the Berbers or with the Lithuanians, I think. Lithuanians? No. Whatever. With the knights, kind of an unfortunate matchup of strategies in some ways for Taygo. But he didn't pivot, committed to it. It did work in the first game. And here we are. It was an honor, absolutely. It was an honor to watch this. Well played from both.